Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Dave here and we're back with a brand new video. Today, guys, we're going to be reading Split 2 patch notes for Season 22. Let's jump straight into this. I have just watched the trailer. I'm not going to bore you and watch that. We're going to go straight into the actual patch notes. Right, we got, first of all, the new mode Knockout. Now, I have watched the trailer and this looks very exciting. It looks like it's a case of, it sounds a little bit like the finals and the fact that teams in the lower brackets will start getting eliminated round after round. So I'm really excited about that, and if you never played the finals, it was actually such a cool game mode, so it looks cool. And the fact that it is 20 squads and it's knockout, so that I'm really intrigued by. That's a lot of squads. So introducing all new 60 players, 20 squads, battle royale experience, knockout, and the intense objective-based competition. Squads must capture zones and collect evos to rack up points. The 5 lowest scoring squads are eliminated after each round, so every point counts. Enjoy infinite respawns until the high-stake sudden death finale. After 3 rounds, the final 5 squads are deployed for an all-out battle where only one squad will emerge victorious. Will your squad be the last one standing? This sounds sick. This sounds amazing. This sounds just literally like a bigger version of what the finals have done. I can't wait for that. I really like the sound of that. So yeah, this is them talking about it again. So they got the trials going on, knockout trials. This is about the weekly challenges. This is obviously some of the skins that they've got going on it. We're not going to worry too much about that. If you are interested in the skins, I mean, you know, they've got them in the trailer and stuff. I mean, they look all right, and nothing spectacular, but they look all right. Ash looks pretty cool right there. So yeah, well, skill-wise, I mean, Control's got a lovely mustache there. But anyway, let's go past the skins. We're not too worried about that. This is the new heirloom that they're bringing out. Of course, it is going to be a another swordy kind of vibe. I mean, it looks cool. But you will know with universal ones how expensive they are. Reward shop, once again, we're going down the line of event stuff, all these different events. Store tabs, yeah, cool. Let's get into the patch notes. Let's dive past all this malarkey. Okay, so the patch notes we've got straight away. We got balance updates. So in the gold weapons rotation, Mozambique akimbo, P2020 akimbo, Eva A flatline, and G7. Fair enough. After that, we got loot bin resets. They've added the announcer's voice line when loot bins reset has triggered for improved clarity. That's really helpful, because to be fair, sometimes I don't even realize the bins have been reset. Sometimes you just happen to see a gold bin and you're there like, oh wait, when did they reset them? I didn't realize. Reduce the spawn rate for some high volume loot, so that's good. So you're not going to be able to get as many backpack hop-ups and gold attachments, so might start making it harder to find things like hammer points, which would be quite good. If the loot bin is open just before the reset happens, that loot bin will be thrown out onto the ground, ensuring players can grab desirable items instead of those items being deleted. That's a good idea. Not a bad shout. Legendary loot bins will roll fewer gold items via the smart loot when open. Oh, okay. So they're not going to give you as much gold items. To be fair, they do give you quite a lot, so it kind of makes sense. Mythic loot bins will roll out large healing items more consistently. That's kind of good. Once again, it just feels like there's quite a lot of like a loot in there, like weapon wise, so it'd be good probably to spread it out a little bit more so that it's not just full of mythic weapons near the end. And then they've obviously upgraded to legendary loot bin spawning rate, which has reduced the number of spawn gold bins and more consistently distributed them across the playable space. That's good, because normally they are all in one section, so it's kind of good that they've done that, because it does seem to be a case of the gold bins seem to be in like a little circle and you end up getting loads of gold loot, so it's good that they're spreading out a little bit more. Loot ticks, they have done a greatly improved the contents of gold loot ticks. Oh, okay. So yeah, the loot ticks are going to be better. Remove the white and blue rarity attachments and equipment from possible loot. Increase the chances to receive gold items, and they remove Phoenix kicks and hop-ups from the possible loot. So yeah, if you find a gold loot, you might actually be getting something a little bit better. Let's go into the weapons. Okay, so weapon-wise, Havoc has been turbocharged, removed. this is a good idea because we have always found that the Havoc has still been really, really strong. I know there's a lot of people that love the Havoc. Taking away the hop up is going to be probably a good thing in my opinion, because it's still a very strong gun and it is something that isn't really needed. So yeah, that's ideal. The R9 in the care package, the damage fall off is going to be, so it's normally 11 plus meters, has been increased to 11. And improved recoil. This is good. I found that the R99 in the care package hasn't actually been that good, and I've not really enjoyed it or liked it. So it's actually quite nice that they have done some changes to it, because I've not been wanting to use it at all. So I quite like the fact that they have actually helped it as well. Ammo that spawns with the weapon will now always be a single brick, but with twice the ammo. Very good. Okay, interesting. Next up, we got hop-ups. Hop-ups reduce the spawn rate of the gun shield generator. I didn't even find it that much, to be fair, so I'm surprised by that, but fair enough. Removed turbocharger from the loot pool. That's good enough. Ultimate accelerants rarity increased to purple, so it was blue before, so you're going to find harder to find them. Reduce the spawn rate and increase the movement speed while using them. So you can use the accelerants and you're going to move faster. You're not going to find them as often, which is obviously going to be a nerf to people like, you know, legends that want them. Obviously, like say Vantage, Watson. I mean, I didn't really find that was a problem. I didn't really find that many accelerants. That's not really bothered me, but fair enough. Next up, we got legends. So Fuse hard caps the max radius of the scan area to be 450. So 50 plus off of the default and the flat surface. And then disallowed meteor targeting on multiple objects within the player's control to prevent perfect setups. So it's not massive changes. I believe this one might be to do with the fact that they were all putting towers down and using them. I could be wrong, but that's what that kind of sounds like in my eyes. But nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. The Rampart, slower the delay before you can re-enter Sheila turret. That's good, because I have found that Rampart has actually been really annoying with Sheila this season, so that's a good little change. So it was 0.15 seconds, which is very, very quick. It lowered the delay. Sorry, this is a buff. Lower the delay before you can re-enter the Sheila turret to, wow, okay, you can get into Sheila really quick. I didn't think this was a problem, but yeah, they have actually buffed her a little bit. Interesting. Revenant has forged shadows that is reduced health to 50, and it was 75. Activation double, so Rev has taken a nerf. So activation time is going to take longer, and you're no longer going to have. You're going to have 50. I made the suggestion actually not too long ago. Maybe it was last season when I said about should Revenant be nerfed, and I did say I think it should have 50 HP, not 75, but everyone went a little bit quiet on this, so they have actually made it now. So when you go into Revenant's ultimate, you are going to only have 50 extra HP, not 75. But obviously when you get knocks, it resets, so like it's not that you can't get it back. So that's a fair change in my opinion. There'll be a few people pissed off about that. Next up, we've got Valkyrie. So now a recon legend. What's the skirmisher? That's a good change. That's going to actually be really good for her. Really good. So that's a nice change. Full tank upgrade now includes a 50% reduction in the fuel delay to 4 seconds, was 8 seconds. Okay, nice. Gained threat vision while jetpacking, stays on until her feet actually hit the ground. Oh, okay. That's good. Gains threat vision while jetpacking. So you'll be able to get little scans, if that's what I'm reading correctly. So you'll get scans when you're in the air, so you'll actually be able to see. That's pretty decent. Jetpack UI now has a refuel delay timer. Okay. More agile jetpack handling. That was similar to Valcom release. Very good. Various buffs to improve reliability and output from the TAC. So move, slow, stun duration increased by 50%. Missile explosion radius increased by 20%. Minimum attack range decreased by 25%. Can hit enemies that are closer. Nice. Max missile travel time is now 4 seconds rather than a 4.5. And fire rate for launching all missiles now is 25 seconds, and it was 18. That is a very, very nice buff. She has definitely been increased. There was a lot of people, like I've had quite a few of my friends, and they said, I was like, what legend do you think is the worst? Some people said that Valkyrie is very useless. This is going to be very, very good. Valkyrie is sounding like Valkyrie could be back. Upgrades wise, so they have removed aerial expert, and they have now improved. So full coverage is now moved to level 2, added reduced tactical cooldown. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's just read it on here because it's easier. So they have obviously changed it here. So for full coverage, so in level 2, you're going to be able to get a reduced tactical cooldown by 5%, or you can widen your missiles by 4.5 or 3.5. I imagine most people will probably take the 5-second cooldown in my eyes, but I could be wrong. We'll have to try this out. And then the level 3 one, enemies are revealed from further away and through walls while skydiving. Ooh. Okay. So you can see the enemies through walls as well. That's going to be really, 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 really annoying. Wow. Some people are going to get well naffed off about that, because you, like, normally you would, like, when you were a ratting, for example, and you would sit in a corner, and then you would hit a Valkyrie fly up in the air, you would normally try and stay out of sight. From what I'm gathering there, you are not going to be able to hide behind stuff. So that is going to be very annoying. Wow. Okay. That's really, really good, though. Very nice upgrades available. Let's go into the maps. So maps-wise, pubs and ranked, we're going to have E-District, Olympus, and Kings Canyon. Well done. Well done. Ranked-wise, this might suck. Pub-wise, this is the best thing they could have done. Brilliant news. They've actually put maps on that are actually fun for pubs. Ranked is going to be interesting, but with the way the rank system is at the moment, it's all about kills. It could be quite enjoyable. Modes-wise, we got duos back until the 17th. Oh, it returns on the 17th, apologies. And then it's available until the end of Shockwave, so until the end of season, I'm guessing. Could be wrong there, but yeah, that'll be right. New mode, knockout, so 60 players. Yeah, this is one we talked about at the beginning. Looks really fucking exciting. And then we got mixtape. They've got map rotations, so if you guys are interested in that, have a little breeze. I don't really play mixtape much, but they are rotating the maps around. And ranked, oh, what are we talking about? Is this talking about just Rumble? Ranked has gone through many different layers through the years, and of course, at the end of the day, we stopped baking you ranks. Baking you Rumble pies. It was a run, and you ate the pies, but realistically, everyone that comes to the cake shop is there for cake. What the hell are they on about? This is some way of putting it. And currently, was our very first Rumble was met. Yeah, our very first ranked run was met wrong. It didn't deliver an line while you were playing your ranked. Will not be going live today or at the end of the summer. We're going to take it offline and rework it. So they are going to rework it. That is what they're saying. Ignore the fact they're talking about cake and pies. They're just saying that ranked rumbles is not going to be coming. They are going to be leaving it for a little while, do some rework. So essentially, we're not going to see anything for that. Otherwise, bug fixes. They've got a few bug fixes, but it's nothing too crazy. So yeah, I mean, good changes in my eyes. I'm excited to see Valkyrie. I think the new game mode is really exciting and really fun. I'm really excited for that. Map wise, I think pubs wise this is saved. Ranked could be a bit of a bitch, but we never know. And of course, legend changes. I don't think they need to do this for Rampart, but they have. Revenant, I think that's quite a good nerf. Fuse, didn't really care too much about Fuse. I don't think there needs to be much done with him, but they have done that. And then the rest of it is all pretty fair, to be fair, you know. Havoc nerf. Nothing about the Mozambiques, though, which is actually stupid. Nothing about Akimbo being mentioned. They are leaving Akimbo the way it is, which is a very big L in my eyes. But yeah, apart from that, that is all the changes. If you have enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.